Hey, Miss Wilson. I pray that all is well with you, especially with everything that's going on. I pray that you and your family are safe. So I'm responding to your post, and there's a couple of things I wanted to point out. The first line, it says that the only point I can see from a multicultural perspective would be that of family dynamics. And then you continue to detail American culture, and that children grow up, get married, and leave home. Americans put their parents in senior homes and housing as adult children continue to live their lives. Um, I totally disagree with that. Well, somewhat disagree. Oh yeah, I disagree, and only because when you say American culture, put their seniors in homes and housing, and adult children continue to live their lives. So you're saying like that's just the American way, and some of that may be true. Some people may do that, um, but like I grew up in a middle class home, and um, I know friends that were able to, like, once we graduated from high school, to go to college, complete college, and even come back home, and until they was able to have the opportunity to work in their field, or even to continue their education for a master's degree, even while staying at home, or even going to college and staying at home. Um, I think honestly, the perspective that you're talking about may be like of the African American culture. And I say that because, well, I am African American, and I've seen in many cases where in the African American culture, and I'm sure that you could probably attest to it, that once you're 18, most times African Americans parents tell their 18-year-old child, okay, it's time for you to leave. You're 18, you're grown. Okay, you can leave the house. Take care of yourself. Um, and honestly, I do compare that because I grew up in Deep Creek, which is very, it's mixed. You have Caucasians, African Americans, mostly Caucasians though. Um, I didn't see that often with my Caucasian friends. And I have Hispanic friends. I played soccer, and they are really big when it comes to family. Like, I had a friend, Jose, in his household, it was his father, mother, brothers, sisters, his grandparents, his aunts and uncles, even cousins. And they lived like in like a 4-bedroom house, and it was all of them. So, and even though they was Hispanic, they were American too. Um, I think Jose's grandfather was the one who immigrated here, but yeah. So I don't totally agree with your opinion that it has nothing to do with a culture standpoint, because family is a big thing in Hispanic culture, and given from the text that we got, the assignment, Lydia modeled or wanted her family to look like the family she grew up in. One thing I do want to point out that I didn't catch was that the financial piece, which that if he moved his family, his father in with him, then he could be saving money financially. I didn't think of that. Instead of like taking those trips once a year or so to see his father, maybe it would be better for him to be able to save money moving in. I know in today's time, that seems to be the case to move in with a relative to, save money. But overall, I do, even though I disagree with your opinion, I do want to say that you did add a perspective, which a financial perspective, and you was very clear in your opinions. And you gave detail and reason why you feel the way that you do. So that was pretty cool, and I thank you for even showing me a different perspective in the text, this situation, and financial one. I pray for continual blessings for you and your studies. I also just want to point out that when you generalize the American culture, it's multicultural. You know, you got like the African American, you have the Caucasian, then you have like gay, lesbian culture, homosexual culture, religion culture. There's different. It's very diverse in America, and overall, collectively, I don't believe that American culture just put their parents in senior homes and housing. Not collectively, like as overall as a group, but consider that American culture is diverse, very diverse. But nevertheless, God bless you, and I pray that you will continue to do well in all your studies and everything that you set forth to accomplish. In Jesus' name. All right.